back
to another tantalizing episode of A Fool's Perspective, the official Pack of Fools podcast. With me this week is 2 out of 5, I guess.
Well, you're 3.
Besides me, 2 out of the other 4 people that do this thing with me.
A lot of numbers
Half
being
is
thrown around
good.
here.
Half is good enough. It's the gang from a couple weeks ago.
You also have the better half.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Is that referring to one of the twins or you?
What?
Enough said.
Half meaning you two?
Half of the 4.
Or-
Us 2.
Half as in...
Not
got it.
half of the twins.
No, I got it.
Love
Well,
you, prom date.
That too. Yeah, I
Wow.
am the better half. No, I think we both know that.
Do you think he's made it a minute and 50 seconds into this
I
yet?
think he's not made it 0 seconds.
No, I don't think he'll listen to this at all. I think if he really wanted to, he would have been here to do it. So
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
You
well,
know.
the truth is, guys, Mike's back in rehab. And,
He's
no.
back in your... What was he?
He
he was in
Himalasia.
He's in the
Himalayas.
Himalayas. He's in the Himalaya forest again.
in rehab.
Yeah. He's finding himself once again.
On the back of a Himalaysian.
Turns out the conversation we had last week was heavy withdrawals for him. So he's back out there.
I think it was when I said I thought Trump was funny sometimes. I think
Ooh,
that's
that
what
broke
did
him.
it.
That
Yeah.
broke him in square in half. Well, that was
I think that set him right back on the wagon. Actually,
that was last week. 2 weeks ago, I think we were talking about the Himalayans.
Yeah.
Either way, Mike's gone.
So, in case you guys don't know, Mike has a really big problem with huffing paint.
I
So,
don't think that's what we talked about.
well, we didn't talk about it because it was personal. But now I feel like all our viewers and listeners, at least, not viewers, because I mean, what are you really watching?
Technically, they're watching it because it's on YouTube.
Yeah, but
I don't look
Listen,
at it when I watch
what
it.
I do is, and I take a lot of pride in this, I put up the Pack of Fools symbol in like a wide angle, I
Wide
guess.
shot.
A wide shot, and
Yeah.
it zooms in throughout the entire video.
oh, is that what it does?
I
Yeah,
never
the whole
noticed that.
time.
See,
it's
I just
zooming
put it
in.
on and just listen.
It's the whole time it's zooming in. Watch it. So look at the beginning when the title pops up, and then turn it back on at the end, and you'll see that the symbol's already zoomed.
Are we gonna
always
point
zoomed in.
out these things in the video when we put it up on YouTube?
Why the fuck would I do that?
So we can like direct our viewers.
Well, no.
and listeners.
2.5 minutes in, if I was just zooming in and out of this fucking thing, it'd be
I'd have
weird.
a headache.
Yeah. The idea is that you're supposed to stick in to the end to see the end result, or if you just want to listen to Rob, we'll just give you instant gratification and you can just stop listening. Fuck you, I know it dropped.
Okay, I just
Okay.
I want to get the charger.
No, it's fine. We're gonna do this till the fucking computer's dead.
Yeah, okay.
We got plenty of battery.
Yeah, 74 ain't bad.
74 ain't bad. Well, I guess the listeners are gonna find out
Yeah.
if we make it to the end here.
Oh,
What have we been talking about? What's
comment
going on?
below if we make it to the end of an hour.
Well, sometimes it's a little less than an hour.
No, I'm saying it's going to be an hour.
Okay, so. Well, how do we make it an hour? What do you guys want to talk about? What happened this week with you guys? Anything special?
Well, last night, I was all over Instagram for like hours last night because the Game of Thrones premiere happened in New York City at Radio City Music Hall.
Game of Thrones
Wow.
continuously being relevant on these podcasts because I guess by the time you're all listening to this, next week you should all be expecting the Game of Thrones trivia video to be released.
That's right, the Game of Thrones trivia podcast.
And it's the trivia video
Podcast.
featuring myself versus Kalen in an epic one-sided destruction that will happen.
Do we have a prize for who wins?
I guess. What do you want to?
Can that be part of your job to come up with a prize, Rob?
Yeah, you have to buy us something
Okay.
to earn.
up with
Sure.
come
Yeah,
up with a
yours
prize.
truly and another Pack of Fools member who has been a part of our sketches, the Dr. D's therapy sketches, Janet. Her name is Morgan. Will be
That was a really confusing way
Yeah.
to introduce her. You know, Janet.
her
Her name is
character's
Morgan.
Janet.
character's Janet. The girl's name IRL is Morgan.
our hit series, the Dr. D therapy sessions. She is the ever constant, other than Dr. D himself.
Indeed.
So big important player to the Pack of Fools. So she and yourself, Rob,
Right.
are going to be taking up the hosting the hosting job, the reading of the questions. You're not writing any of the questions though.
Morgan wrote them.
I'll be writing some of them.
You got a couple in there?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Rob Game of Thrones questions
Well,
are.
when I talked to Morgan a couple days ago, she said she was half done with the questions.
She's talking to all of
She
us.
wrote most
Yeah.
of them. I'm gonna help her finish it up.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be enough questions to go around, but I don't know. I guess should we?
They're
maybe,
good. They're good so far.
That's what That's what she keeps
Yeah.
saying. So
It's
I'm
not
excited.
gonna be easy.
If Kaylin gets them wrong,
That's when you know it's hard.
that means I'm definitely gonna get them wrong. But that gives me a better chance to stay in the game because if we're
Yeah.
both getting them wrong,
I have
I'm
to
still
win.
in there.
I have to win by 2.
Yeah.
I think, is what we
Well,
decided.
okay, so we'll explain the rules here. So the the makeshift rules we just came up with for this trivia show is it's gonna be me versus Kaylin. We're gonna be asked a series of nonstop Game of Thrones questions, and the winner must reach 25. However, if the score is close, like if it's 24-24, Kaylin gets it right, but I get it wrong. She has 25. I have 24. She has to have at least a 2-point lead to win the game. So she needs to answer another question correctly, and I need to answer incorrectly, and she'll win. So it's what's the sport that I based this off of? We played a lot in high school.
Basketball.
It's not basketball. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, everyone knows we were like always on the b-ball court.
Ultimate frisbee.
We
You
just
know what?
said we
Ultimate
played
Frisbee might be
basketball.
one
What
of
does
it.
Frisbee
I
have
don't
to
think
do
it's
with
an
anything?
actual sport ruling. I think it's just something we did in high school where
Was it beer pong?
it was like badminton
badminton.
with
Okay.
shuttlecocks and shit.
Yeah.
When you played that, I remember in high school specifically, we would play that, and you have to win by 2. It's a lot of different things. It's just a general like street rule, street game rule.
Thug.
Did you guys
Thug-like.
get dressed a lot for gym? Did you participate in gym a lot?
Nope.
No?
Well, you would know. We were in gym class together,
Yeah, we were.
and it was fun.
It was.
I was in it every time. There's
Yeah, I wasn't.
no one could ever deny the fact that I came to play every single day at gym.
It's true. Lightning was the fucking funniest thing about it.
Well, because our gym teacher had one of 3 different things he'd have us do: run, lightning, and occasionally football or
Yeah.
handball. was
Lightning,
it?
the
Handball.
basketball
It
game.
was handball.
Yeah, that's
Well,
lightning.
the basketball game. Lightning, for those who may not know, is the game where 2 people start and they're shooting for the fucking basket, and if you score,
You have to take it back to like the foul line or like the 3-point line or whatever. You know, if you miss. Something
you
like
have to
that.
keep shooting until you score.
Right.
And then when you score, you pass to the next person, and the person that you scored against, that person is out.
Right.
So you keep going until there's only one person left. And
That was the worst fucking description of lightning I've ever heard, but
so then explain it better.
no, I
asshole.
can't. I can't. I'm just saying we fucking suck at explaining lightning. That's all.
I didn't play in gym
I think
class.
that was exactly how it worked.
Did you guys swim when we had to
Personally.
swim?
We did have to
Yeah.
swim.
You swam?
I
Yeah.
remember
So
swimming.
I remember one day in gym class when we were in the pool, we all were in the pool and it was so fucking humid in the pool area that day, and literally half, if not more than half, of my entire class was in the nurse's office, fucking puking their fucking brains out. Like everyone was just chilling in the nurse's office, like, dude, I feel like shit. And I was there, I was like, me too, bro.
We're all in this together.
And then more of my classmates came in and like, oh shit, you guys threw up too? And we were like, yeah. We're like, something's going on down there. It's not right.
Too
we
many
weren't.
chemicals.
We
Yeah, I
weren't.
don't know.
So we weren't swimming together. I'm pretty sure
No.
Mike and I were the ones that had swimming together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had an assortment of classes with Mike and or Rob
Right.
throughout my school career.
Except for the hiatus. Were you
There was a
over
hiatus
It was
for
only
each of us,
It
yeah.
really only lasted a year, if you think about it.
Your hiatus?
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was it was a long year.
it was a full year, full 365, winter to winter. That's I got kicked out 11th grade, and I came back halfway through 12th grade. Yeah. I made my grand return because I wasn't going to not graduate at that school just to fuck with them.
So there was one year where Mike and I were in the same gym class. I think it was our first year in our high school. Well, first year of high school is 9th grade. So I guess 10th grade. And I didn't get dressed more than him. Like, Mike didn't get dressed and stuff. Like, we were pretty much the same with it. Like, we'd skip a couple days or whatever. But at the end, like I said, I got dressed less than Mike, so Mike participated more, and I got a higher grade than Mike. So my theory is, because we're twins, he's like, I guess this one. This is the guy who.
He flipped a coin.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. Like, it wasn't like far off. It was like 83 to like 88, some shit like that. But like, I got the higher grade, and we both looked at it, and Mike was like, "What the fuck? I participated in gym more. Why'd you get the higher grade?" I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk to him about it.
Yeah, I'm
taking the 88.
I'm taking the W. It's like I'm
So
an all-star
being
here.
a twin has its perks.
Being a gym teacher, though, you gotta be a dumbass to be a gym teacher.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
That's fucked
Wow.
up. I have a friend going to school to be like a phys ed guy, and well, I don't know. Maybe he's being a
phys ed
cop.
guy?
Yeah.
Is that how they refer
Well,
to
because
themselves?
he wants to do something with physical education, but I don't know exactly what. Like, I don't know if he wants to do like a teacher in a high school or an elementary.
To put
I
it
have no
simply,
idea.
it's perfectly fine if you're a gym teacher.
Gym
Kaylin's a piece
teachers
of
are
shit.
weird. Come on.
Okay, maybe the gym teachers you have were weird.
What are you gonna physically educate me about?
Well, when you put it like that, that's just weird.
I think we should have a talk after this.
I think you need a trip to Himalaya. We're gonna have to make a few phone calls for Kaylin.
Right on the
now.
back of a Himalasian phys ed.
He's gonna physically educate me.
In more ways than you can think
Rough.
of.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't like that at all.
Well, you're not going to
Moving on.
Malaysia.
Himalaya.
God.
Yeah, right.
There.
Anything else going on? Kaylin, I think we covered Game of Thrones. Talked about that.
I just wanted to say that because everyone was there. The entire cast was there.
Yeah, even the dead ones.
Even the dead ones.
Which could include some of the future dead ones.
Yep.
Bum, bum, bum.
Most happy to see Sean Bean and...
That's a phone ringing.
Sorry.
There it is.
Just in case you guys are
Oh
wondering,
boy.
people live here.
This is a home.
Country road, take me home to the place.
Oh my
My
god.
phone rings. Answer the phone during
Well,
a podcast.
Fourth wall broken. This isn't happening in a studio. So
Hey, who was it?
It was a sales call.
it was a sales call.
Yeah.
Did you tell him never to call here again?
It was a robot.
Oh,
Oh.
I hate those robots.
Yeah. Anyway.
So there's actually a trick to these telemarketers and stuff who actually call your cell phone.
Uh-huh.
So what you do is you answer the call and immediately put your phone on mute, and eventually the call will just hang up on itself, and it'll think that your number is like inactive and no good, and they'll stop calling.
How did you figure that out?
Wow, what a tip.
Someone told me, and I've been doing it myself, and I've been getting them less and less.
Ooh.
It's a really, really good fucking.
That's a good
we have a
tactic.
thing on our house phone. Obviously, it's not
It says like scam likely.
foolproof. No, it does.
That's what my phone
It's
says.
like a
that.
thing that you. It's like a program that you like put in or whatever with Optimum or something, and it's like, it'll ring once, but if it's a sales call, it'll just make it go away.
So, lesson of the day, kids: protect your calls
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I was having a
and
conversation with
protect your balls. Sorry, I had to get that in there. Go ahead.
If you're gonna have unprotected sex,
Oh, you
Wear
were
a
going
condom.
exactly where I went.
on your balls. Because that's just gonna be all over the place. You want to protect those, okay? You need them.
Well, everyone knows that's where it comes from, the balls.
That's where you contract the STD,
the scrot.
right through the scrot.
So if you wrap it,
Wrap your hangly danglies.
you gotta open it up pretty wide. I mean, these things they're a little tighter than they should be for balls, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So you gotta really get in there, get the elasticity. Kaylin, what's your opinion on this whole situation?
I have no opinion on this whatsoever.
Well, she didn't. I mean, did you pay attention to health class? I know you didn't participate in gym.
Well, health teachers are kind of like gym teachers, right?
Oh my god.
Kind of,
What
but
is
did
with
you
this person?
pass? Like, did you participate in health? Did you get
I
good
passed
grades?
health class.
How well though? Like with
I
what?
don't remember.
I failed health class once.
Whoa.
Wow.
So he came a long way to get to where he is right now.
That's
Where-
right.
Now you're out on the internet.
Now I know how to put a
giving
condom on
people
my
advice.
balls.
Oh my god.
Well, it's the correct advice. So if you go out and buy the, I believe it's the hot cold ones, right? From
Oh, I just get like the cream and just put it on there.
Oh, see, that's kind of safe. That's like
And then put like another. If I don't have like the icy hot condoms,
is that the new male birth control they've been talking about?
No, that's a
the
pill.
FDA just approved something like that.
It's a pill.
Yeah, it's a cream where you rub it on your balls, and it kind of like stints the
Sperm
forward
production?
motion of sperm. Well, no, it's kind of like it kind of like puts up a wall, like the black gates at Mordor. They just shut these gates, and all the sperm are like orcs and goblins hiding behind the wall.
So you just kind of squeeze it in your hand, just
I'm obsessed with this
pat it on
metaphor.
there.
So
I love it.
I guess what would trolls be considered then?
Hepatitis.
Creek-
Yeah.
Don't they send the trolls out first?
Well, the trolls are the ones like controlling the wall.
Oh. Skin?
What?
Like at the tip. Those are what open the gates. Oh, could you imagine? That's the birth control. Is like it just closes up your
Birth control is Lord of the Rings.
the hole. Ooh. Rob, what do you got something to say here?
No, I don't.
Well, that about covers the condom segment of the show.
How do we even get here?
I don't even know. Health class?
Yeah, it was health class. Well,
Gym
no,
class.
Gym class?
kind of part of it. Kaylin's shit talking of teachers. Do you have you just have a long-standing dislike for public school?
All teachers except for English teachers are horrible.
Wow. Coming from a history major, that's just offensive. Personally, I liked history class, and I don't like all this shit talking going on. Rob, what's your opinion on public school teaching?
Do better.
Whoa.
I fully agree. Do you know what happened to me with trigonometry?
What's that?
Go ahead. Tell the
They
story.
Messed up the curriculum, and so I failed the trig regions 4 times. 'cause
That's right.
I didn't take geometry, and you need geometry to pass trig. Who messes that up?
It's not that Kaylin didn't know what she was doing. They didn't know what they were doing.
Exactly.
So, when it comes to math...
Oh yeah, I
just
remember that.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah. And Morgan got a freaking 65, and I got a 40.
Maybe she's just better at you in
yeah,
math.
maybe she's
That's
better.
annoying.
That someone's better than you?
Yeah.
Prissy bitch. Okay.
And that's the kind of competitive nature you get to find out about next week in the Game of Thrones trivia.
Kaylin's gonna be like slamming the table. and,
How?
like,
I'm going to be flipping the
Here's
table.
my
Yeah.
here's my question to the audience. How upset can we think a person who will inevitably, undoubtedly win by a large margin, how upset can that person still get by not getting questions right? I'm really curious to find out.
Comment below.
Yeah. Because my bet is on a lot. She's
Me
gonna
too.
get a lot upset.
There's gonna be some type of semantic, and she's gonna go batshit.
Some technicality that doesn't even count.
I had that like anxiety attack the other day. I was like, what if they ask a question and I know I'm right and they say, well, no, you had to answer it like this. I don't want to sound like an asshole and argue about it, but that's kind of the point of the show.
I don't even care.
If you argue with me, I'm gonna knock your ass down a peg.
Oh, okay. Well, now I feel like I have to. I feel like I've been challenged to
Just
do so.
good television.
Listen, watch out.
Watch. I don't want to challenge Rob's Game of Thrones knowledge, that's for sure, because
He's the expert.
he's feverishly shaking his head and then nodding his head to these.
Yeah.
To these.
I'm the guy who's okaying these questions.
That's true. So Morgan has to go through you
Yeah, Morgan.
with the
Morgan's
validity
like,
of these.
Is
questions.
this okay, Rob? And I go, fuck no, do it again. And she does it the exact way I want it.
Okay, Christian Grey.
It's not exactly. Not at all how that happens,
I'm
no.
sorry, I didn't mean to say
Yeah.
it.
Sorry, babe.
Christian Grey. Fuck you, Kaylin. Fuck
Who is that?
reference.
Is that the guy with the sex books?
That's the guy with the sex books.
Yeah. All right.
Did you see any of those movies, Rob?
No, I was gonna comment and say how fucking bad and like stupid they. I didn't see it, and I feel like an asshole saying that. So
I don't feel like an asshole saying it.
Morgan-
Those movies are bad.
did you
Morgan
see it
and I
though?
I
went
saw
with her.
all 3 of them.
Okay, well then you see. I can't say my opinion if I haven't fucking seen it. Like
They're bad.
I don't know. Well, that's
Trust
what
me,
I
they're
hear, but
Morgan and I go with her mom every time the movie comes out.
Came. It's done.
Came out.
that means 2 things in this situation.
I know. That's why I said it. So
Oh my god,
effectively like that.
what a zinger!
I'd say I'm a professional by now. This is episode
With
number
zingers?
13. Well, just doing this.
This is lucky
Oh.
number 13.
This is, I believe, is lucky.
It's
number.
not even Friday.
Well, it comes out on Fridays, so
Oh my god, Friday the 13th.
it's
That's
not
No.
technically, but
But
No.
it'll be the 13th on a Friday. So
the 13th episode
on a Friday.
that comes out. Well, technically,
Friday the
we're
13th
recording
episode.
it on a Thursday.
But it's Friday the 13th episode, Zach. That's the title of this podcast.
Comment
Okay.
below if it's Friday the 13th.
if you eventually one day
Or-
end up listening to this.
Or the 13th episode on Friday.
So with that,
Which it is, so comment.
So with that, Rob has a special segment he wants to talk about with us, the Friday the 13th special segment, right, Rob? You were just talking to me about this before.
Oh, yeah. Right before we started this podcast, I was like, oh, man, you know what my favorite fucking movie is? Waiting. And Zach was like, oh, man, I don't like that movie at all. I was like, yeah, well, my favorite day to watch it, Friday the 13th.
And that's why this conversation happened. First of all, fuck you. I love Waiting. Waiting's a great movie. I bet you haven't even seen it.
I
bitch.
have seen it.
No, I don't believe you.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar.
Well,
Kalen's
we'll
seen
see
it,
about
right, Kalen? Oh.
I'm waiting to see it.
Ah! I hate you.
Oh, yeah, just take a step back from us, please.
Oh,
She's embracing me.
That was a hug moment.
I didn't ask for this.
Sort of came out of nowhere. We're not sure why it's happening.
I didn't ask for this. Which brings us to our segment
Oh.
of Pleakley and the Bear.
Oh!
Enter introduction music, Zach. Go!
And here they are, Pleakley and the Bear!
Oh, hang on. I want to wait for the applause, man. No, it's still going. I can feel it. Welcome back to Pleakley and the Bear, ladies and gentlemen and everyone else.
I'm Pleakley.
And I am your bear. And in this week's segment of Pleeks and B, is that okay? Pleek. Pleakley, my woman, my girl,
I thought it was your boy.
my pea gal. No, well, you can't be a boy, really. Mike made a good point.
You called me a boy, though.
I know, but do you identify as a boy?
Assuming people's gender. Is that okay?
Is that okay? Is it okay?
Definitely not.
It's not. Why is it not okay?
Because in this happy year of 2019, we have all become wiser, smarter, more understanding, more accepting of our lovely diversity. And not all people identify as boys and girls.
Well said. Well said, Pleeks.
Thanks.
I like that. But is it okay to force yourself upon another human being with a warm embrace when they didn't ask for it? Is that okay?
When it's your bear, it's totally okay.
What if bears don't like to be embraced?
Bears love to be embraced. Why do you think they make teddy bears?
Did the bears ask to be made into teddy bears? Do you know how many bears die every year being made into teddy bears?
They're not alive.
Not anymore.
Thank you for this week's episode of Pleakley and the Bear. I'll play the outro.
Outro music.
Yeah, there it goes.
Wait. Okay, go.
Yeah. We'll intertwine it with some applause.
Sure.
Just make it look,
Professional.
make it sound professional, I guess. They're not going to see the applause. That was a great segment, guys. You guys just hit a lot of great points that I totally remember everything you guys just said. So moving on.
That was rude.
What
So freaking rude to buy our t-shirts coming soon.
what a dick, am I right, ladies and gents and everyone else?
What's that t-shirt going to look like? Because one of those things is copywritten to Disney.
Not if we draw it ourselves.
What is that, parody?
Yep.
Oh, but you're using the exact name.
I'll just make him a different color. Or she, in this case.
We're not using the exact name if we spell it differently.
Oh, that's a good point, too.
Or we can do Pleeks and B.
As you've just now named it. And everyone was just really happy to hear
Official
that.
name is Pleakley and the Bear.
But the t-shirt will be Pleaks
T-shirt,
and B
Pleeks and B.
for merchandising purposes.
Or we can make two separate shirts. His Pleek to her B.
I think you're reaching on that one.
I think I should have a shirt named "Show Pleeks Your Beak."
That's fucked up.
That's really weird.
What are we doing here? Where did this go? To our next segment.
I was thinking like jerseys,
Ooh,
Like soccer jerseys?
Yeah.
like our senior chicks jerseys from high school.
That's not at all what I was thinking about.
Those
but-
didn't I didn't get one of those.
You're wearing a senior chick.
I
And
feel
that's
fucking
an
discriminated
example of people assuming your gender.
Like, if I really wanted to wear one, why couldn't I wear one?
Yeah, you absolutely should have been able to.
Right?
I agree.
Did you want
Like,
to wear
why
one?
were there no senior guy jerseys?
Because not everybody wants to be a guy.
What?
Guys
Everybody
are
wants to be a chick.
Don't you know that?
Cheap, motherfucker.
That's
Oh, fuck.
cheap.
Motherfucker.
She's so proud of herself for that.
Chicken, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Oh. What else happened?
This
Something
week?
else happened, yeah.
The new Joker trailer came out.
That's right, Rob, as Kaylin's face drops to the inevitable conversation that she knew was happening this week.
Hey, you had to stick through it to get here. We'll get past it.
We got through, what, 25 minutes?
We gave you almost half of an entire episode to do whatever bullshit we wanted to do. Now it's
We can
time.
come back to other stuff.
Now it's time to get to work.
No, that's it. This is it. We're done after this. Even this conversation lasts 2 minutes. We're
Excuse
done.
me. How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you
We're
censor?
done
yeah.
when I say we're done.
Oh, whoa. That was
Ooh.
really oddly convenient. Because she's not in the other group chat.
Right.
That I said that as well. That was weird.
You have another group chat?
We have at least 16 group chats.
Why are you saying that?
What do you mean?
Well, now people are going to be asking questions about why they're not in these group chats.
No, I just want to know what
We're
you
not gonna
talk
put
about in the
audience
group chat.
members in this group chat.
I'm talking about our general group of friends. Like, not everyone is in every group chat. I feel like there's a group chat excluding at least one person
Yeah.
of the group.
There's a group chat designated by subject matter, and certain subject matters just don't include everybody. I'm sorry, it's just not. Just
So
not the way
what, you
things
have a
work.
group chat for video games?
In a way.
Kinda. We have another one called C&B. Cock and balls.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right.
It's a
Yep.
boys only group.
Definitely
only.
not for me.
Specifically cock and balls. Well, I mean, if you use the product that we were just talking about earlier, and you gently lift the cock, I guess, in this situation,
I hate that word.
and you open the lotion of the male birth control that we were talking about.
Open the lotion?
What
Well, it was a
word do
cream,
you hate?
right?
You know.
Cock.
Cock.
That's like ASMR. Go ahead, Rob. Do it again. Somebody just fell asleep. Wake up. That was Rob's penis, actually. Do that again.
Running on empty.
Like an old engine. Getting going again. That's Rob for you.
Morgan, I'm here for you.
I was going to save the... Eventually, you guys can all now look forward to this. We're going to have a full-on sex conversation in episode number 69. Look forward.
69?
Look forward to that in 66 weeks. It's coming, guys. Huh? It's
So the Joker trailer came out.
that came out. Am I right?
What'd you think of it? Did you see it?
It was really, really interesting.
Was
It's
it
a-
explosive?
Stop. Save it for the fucking
69th
podcast 69.
episode.
Save it. You know, we'll have to pre-record it tonight because it's just not working
It's
out.
coming out right now.
We're going to have to pre-record.
Stop.
This is getting-
Enough with the puns.
Somehow this is getting worse.
Stop. We can't.
Ah!
Stop talking about sex things that you say in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Somehow this is getting worse.
Ah.
It's explosive.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Get off me.
I think we just went about through that entire situation in real time. For me, at least, that's how it usually works out.
Ooh.
I listened in once. I'm not proud of it, but it happened.
What did you learn?
Don't do that.
That thing you did. Don't do that again. We were talking about something else. Joker.
The Joker.
It looks really interesting. I can't really grab much out of it other than how excited I am that Joaquin Phoenix
Joaquin
is the
Phoenix.
man.
I love him. He has such a dark, twisted side to him. I can't wait to see what he does with this character.
I have a
I'm
question.
so incredibly
Okay.
excited for Joaquin.
Who do you love more, Joaquin Phoenix or Keanu Reeves?
Oh.
Why?
Why would you put us
That's
in
like
that
asking
situation?
who you want to live with more, mom or dad.
Don't you have a favorite?
I don't have a mom or dad.
That was
No.
really sad.
Not anymore.
Oh.
I picked my grandma to live with.
Aw,
Oh, that's sweet.
that's so sweet.
And then she made me choose between her and my grandpa.
Oh my god. Took a dark turn again. Like Joaquin Phoenix.
It's been a tough week.
That's all in the last week.
A lot of life altering decisions.
All right, let's put a metaphorical gun to our heads here. We have to decide. I'm gonna say
What are we basing this on? Acting alone?
I'm just gonna base it on me and my heart and my balls. And they're gonna tell me
With the condom or without?
with and the protection and the Vaseline and the cream, all of it, all the protection that I need.
Some chili peppers,
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
some spice in the bedroom.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I'm
more the spice in the ballroom.
I'm gonna say
Oh my god. When is episode 69 coming? It has to come now.
I'm gonna go.
I did one. I did it.
You did. I think you've done enough, Rob.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
That's what Morgan says.
Joaquin or Keanu?
I think I'm gonna go Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Why?
I love that man. I love his acting. I love more of his movies than Keanu's. I might like some of Keanu's movies more than a lot of Joaquin's.
I love how you just say Joaquin.
Joaquin?
I mean, it's
Joaquin.
just the right thing to say.
Joaquin.
It feels right when
Okay.
when you're saying it like that.
Joaquin.
So
You keep saying it, it's fine.
overall, I think at the end of the day, you put him in the cage for 16 minutes. I think 16 minutes. It's a very specific number.
It's
If
like
you
the High School
We're
Musical
keeping
song.
it. You can't
if
go
you
back.
throw him in the cage for 16 minutes,
It's going to be a slogan somewhere someday.
Can you insert
I
the
think
High
at the
School
end-
Musical song?
I think
What?
16 minutes?
I can't put
No.
real music in this shit.
Sure you could.
I can't.
16
At the end,
minutes.
yeah, thank you. You're fucking throwing me off here. At the end of it, Joaquin comes out on top.
Acting alone, I would have to say Joaquin. I think I've actually seen more of Joaquin Phoenix's movies than Keanu Reeves, even though I love Keanu Reeves, especially since he's such like a down-to-earth, like normal guy.
Oh yeah, I mean personality-wise, I think I'd rather
Keanu.
I'd rather hang out with Keanu.
Oh yeah, man.
That's for
I would,
sure.
dude. If I was like, if I was in a bar and I saw Keanu at one end and Joaquin at the other, and I was in the middle, I'd probably like that. See, that'd be so hard. What would you do?
You
What
just
would you
put
do,
yourself in a situation.
You see Joaquin
you don't
on
even
one
know.
side of the bar, and you see Keanu. I feel like I would go to Keanu because he just seems so chill. And
I'm
like,
still going Keanu.
yeah,
It's. I mean, yeah, like I
like
said,
Joaquin's fucking cool too.
Joaquin seems weird.
Yeah,
He seems like a strange dude. He seems like he'd be it would be an interesting conversation at least. It would be very
I feel like
interesting.
Joaquin, if you went up to him, he'd be like, "Oh, like Mr. Phoenix, such a pleasure to meet you. How like can I buy you a drink?" He'd be like, "No,
Nah.
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just drink my tonic."
I didn't know Joaquin had such a gruff, manly voice.
I'm not gonna try to imitate him really.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're considering Joaquin from Walk the Line, we'll go
Right.
with that.
Okay.
Can I just say that I want to change my answer from last week and I want to name my child Joaquin.
Joaquin, but specifically Joaquin.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put
Joaquin.
like a W there just to make sure everyone says it right?
No, because I think it's like Spanish to say an H, a J like an H.
What?
I'm pretty sure that in Spanish a J sounds like H.
So
Uh huh.
Yeah.
it would be.
Are you Spanish?
It would be. It would be.
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Are you Spanish?
No,
Then why?
it's
Then
a
why?
Spanish name.
But you're not Spanish. Do you speak Spanish?
Are you
No.
assuming her race?
I just asked if she was Spanish.
Can I just point out? I looked up Joaquin Phoenix on Google, and I just feel like all these pictures are different men.
Yeah, he really goes from one look
Look
to
at
another,
that.
Well,
doesn't
he's
he?
a great actor. He really goes method with his shit.
He really, yeah, he does.
He digs into his roles.
Look at that
Yep.
chin.
And this is what I mean. I go by movie power alone. Just more gravitas. I feel like comes from Joaquin.
Yeah,
He looks like a totally different guy in each of these pictures.
he really does. It's like crazy
It's
how different he looks
so
throughout the
weird.
years.
Everybody follow along. Look up Joaquin Phoenix right now and just
Google image search.
look through the images. Cause
Joaquin, which is spelled
no, really.
J-O-A-Q-U-I-N,
And Phoenix, like
Phoenix.
the bird.
like the bird in Harry Potter. You guys watch that movie?
Love that movie.
That specific one? Yeah, I've seen it once.
Yeah,
or twice.
the Harry Potter movie.
Which one is it from, Rob? Don't you dare.
Dude,
fucking
it's
say
one
it.
with fucking Harry Potter.
No, yeah. Say the title of the movie.
The Order of the Phoenix.
Woo! That's no. Yes, that is correct. Good job.
Bro.
Well, no, the
I
Phoenix.
fucking love Harry
The
Potter.
Phoenix first appears in the second one.
Yes.
Suck it, bitch.
Which was?
The Chamber of Secrets. Don't fucking come at me like I don't know this shit.
Don't be stepping on me.
My favorite though
Come on me
has to be
sideways.
the movie. My favorite movie has to be number 7, part 2. So
First of all, we didn't ask that question.
8th movie because Voldemort's laugh.
Yeah, the meme laugh. How does that go?
I wonder if we all do it right now and I pipe in the real one, will they be able to tell the difference?
Props.
Yeah, you're right. This fucking video. Take it down.
Harry Potter is dead.
It's uncanny. It sounds just like him. I feel like I'm in the room with
Solid
Ray Fiennes.
performance there, please.
Kaylin hasn't told us her answer though. Joaquin or
Joaquin
Or Keanu Reeves.
Well,
Joaquin Phoenix starring Keanu Reeves.
the life story of Phoenix.
I think I'm gonna have to
Played
go.
by
With,
Keanu Reeves.
I'm gonna have to go with Joaquiano.
Joaquiano? Did they do a fusion dance?
Yeah. So maybe like they could be a Hawaiian like
I really don't like this cop out answer right now.
Joaquiano. I don't know. I've never seen Joaquin Phoenix in any
Ready?
other movies. I don't think. I've seen Keanu like the.
You really haven't. Oh my
Can you just name
god.
a
I
couple?
don't even want to.
Name a couple and I'll
Fuck,
see.
marry, kill. Joaquin Phoenix, Keanu Reeves, Bradley Cooper. Go.
Marry Bradley Cooper, kill Joaquin Phoenix, fuck Keanu Reeves.
See?
Same,
That answered the
honestly.
question.
Same.
Keanu
honestly.
Reeves over Joaquin.
What about you, Rob?
Oh, I would fuck, marry, and kill. No, I wouldn't kill. I would fucking marry Keanu and kill the rest.
Oh.
Ooh.
I guess that's fair.
Loophole.
Yeah, it is fair. You want to know why? It's fucking Keanu Reeves.
It's true. Or he'd kill you.
Keanu motherfucking Reeves. Yeah, he would. You know what? That's fine. He's fucking Keanu. Keanu Reeves, if you're listening, I love you.
Keanu, the movie,
He fucking loves you.
starring
Bro.
Jordan Peele. And Michael
I saw
Caine.
parts of that. Did you
What
see
are,
that movie?
What are Joaquin Phoenix movies? I don't know.
Walk the line.
Who am I answering? Okay, Kaylin.
Mm-hmm.
Walk the Line, Her. He's in Signs, the shitty one. He's in the shitty M. Night Shyamalan
So are you
movies.
telling me that Joaquin Phoenix played Johnny Cash in Walk the Line?
Yes. You did not know that?
No idea.
You've seen that movie. And you did not know that that was Joaquin Phoenix.
That's
Nope.
how fucking good he is.
Yeah, that's how great Joaquin
I
Phoenix
thought that
is.
was Johnny Cash.
You're
Holy
insane.
shit, Johnny Cash looks so good for his age.
Who played June Carter? Oh my god.
June Carter.
It's amazing.
It was June Carter.
No, you know what? It was Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh,
No. Rob, do you know who it was?
Yeah, it was oh my god, I know her name too.
Yeah, I know you do. So does Kaylin, if she wasn't fucking...
Is it Reese?
Reese Witherspoon?
Witherspoon?
That's
Witherspoon?
correct.
I
It is,
knew
right?
that.
No, you didn't! Or else you would have answered it.
Reese, we love you.
I always get confused.
love you,
though.
Reese.
I always look at her in Sweet Home Alabama. That's like my favorite Reese
At
movie.
least, no matter how badly you beat me in Game of Thrones trivia,
You can beat me in movies
I'd
trivia.
crush you in movies trivia.
Crush.
Crush.
And I would ask the questions
Like
a
Ivan Drago
pro.
in Rocky 4.
Isn't that like a dragon?
middle finger.
Drago?
Lost on me.
I know. What?
Isn't Drago a dragon?
Yeah.
Drogo.
Rocky fights a dragon in Rocky 4.
Really?
Yeah, the dragon represents Russia and communism. You didn't know that?
No.
It's heavy themes.
Wow.
They laid on a little heavy-handedly, but you know.
So they go back and
Doesn't work.
alter it after Game of Thrones came out. They're like, "Well, this is big. We got to fucking redo this."
No, it was pretty much ahead of its time. I mean, they used a prosthetic dragon, like a real dragon.
Like a paper mache dragon.
No, it was real. They built it from scratch with rock,
And
stone,
and then
and paper mache. They glued it
Oh.
they
together.
did use paper
Yeah,
mache.
well,
Now the paper mache
in
comes
the innards to create the tubes to blow out the fire. You know,
They use
you know what I'm
rock.
saying? No, they used the paper mache there.
Oh.
The rock was the outer
So
layer.
they would use paper mache for fire.
to look the tubes for the fire to come out of. They used like a
So they would use
So,
paper mache
paper
tubes
mache.
for fire to travel through.
Yeah.
It was like that the car wash. Those,
Which would
like,
probably
blow-ups.
catch on fire since they're paper mache.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly.
Listen, you never saw the movie, so I don't.
No,
think
I
you have
did.
any
That's why I'm
memory
asking the
thoughts about
question
this.
because I'm intrigued how you know all this, how the dragons were made.
Well, if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, as a movie buff would, you would see that these
Fighting words.
people worked really hard on this paper mache dragon and paper mache / rocks dragon.
Where do the rocks go? Where do the rocks go?
Did you know what they called the dragon behind the scenes?
No.
They called him Rocky
Did they? But
because it was made out of rock.
would it be like Rocky 2?
No.
But Rocky was already a character, so why would
Sylvester Stallone is Rocky, so they just called him Sylvester or Sly.
Sly. Yeah. So where do the rocks go on this rock paper mache dragon with fire coming out of the paper mache?
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Where
You
do
said
they
they
go?
use rocks. Like where would they put it inside the dragon? Then they use it outside. Where do the rocks go?
You're just sounding really stupid right now, Rob. No, you know what? And I don't feel like I have to answer your questions. So, no comment. Thank you all for coming to my press conference, and he's not allowed back.
Get him out of here. Fake news.
No, we're not getting political.
Right.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
Fuck
asshole.
politics.
A little late for that.
It's too late. Caitlin already said he's awesome, so we can't come back
I
to
just
that.
said he was
no.
funny
No,
sometimes.
you literally said the word awesome.
No,
Bernie,
I
if
didn't.
you're listening to this,
Bernie.
our bad, bro.
Bernie.
Are you guys paying attention to the Democratic field?
No.
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 Actually, I did hear about this Asian man who's running who's gonna run for president, who's gonna pay people $1,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and get rid of like government aid and stuff. They're just gonna like get us out like $1,000 a month.
We were talking about the Joker.
Yeah.
We
And
never
we got
really
on
ta-
Joaquin.
we
and-
never really talked about it. The trailer.
No, we did.
Because we got
I thought-
so
I-
much
alright,
better
so-
stuff to talk about.
I mean, that's fine.
Just because you don't know anything about what we're about to talk about doesn't
Listen,
mean it's
I
better.
resent that. I know something about what
She
you're
knows
gonna talk
so
about.
much
Kayla-
about the Joker. You know what, Kayla? Why don't you kick off? Tell us a little bit about the Joker.
Tell us, just quickly, give everyone a solid summary on the origin of the Joker. Go ahead.
Why are you taking the mic?
Because it's my turn to talk.
Okay.
She does this every week.
Right.
The origin of the Joker is Batman.
That's not wrong.
somehow, yes.
Wow.
She actually said something
That's
was
really not
semi-correct.
wrong at all. I like this kid. She's all right. She's a good intern.
So the trailer that dropped, it's been preceded by a bunch of preceded. Is that the correct word for things that happened before?
Correct.
It was preceded by
Good job.
pictures. See, I know words. I just don't know how to
Say them?
define them, fully define them. I just know them in their contexts,
Well,
and
pre
I just
is
say them.
before, pro is
That's
next.
what I kind of fucking went off of when
Yeah.
I said the word.
Post is Malone.
No.
Whoa!
And welcome back to no. We're not gonna do that again. I was talking and I completely lost track because of that fucking
It
garbage.
preceded what?
It was preceded
The
by
trailer.
photos and behind the scenes clips of them shooting the movie.
Right.
So it's just been a whole lot of build up. What the fuck is this movie going to be about? That we saw what he looked like. I'm a fan.
Me too.
Personally.
I think it looks fantastic.
I think he looks awesome. I think it's a great different take on the Joker that doesn't kind of shit on it with the whole fucking tattoo bit.
But it pays so much homage to the one from the 60s.
I agree. I think that's kind of what. I don't know if that was his decision, but it definitely steers towards that look.
Yeah.
But the performance that we're gonna get out of this is what we're all looking forward to the most.
I feel like for some reason I still get a Heath Ledger vibe. I mean,
I don't
how
think
do you
I
not want to direct your Joker after Heath Ledger like that? That was such a legendary portrayal of that character, and I feel like a lot of people are going to try to imitate that in some fashion.
What this takes is just something different because it looks like we're gonna get a heavy taken from the source material of the Killing Joke.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that's exactly where they're gonna take this from. So,
Which is great.
Judging from the trailer I'm seeing, this is kind of exactly what we're gonna want from that.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you're watching this comedian just fall into fucking madness.
Yeah.
Yes, Caitlin.
Just taking the mic again. Okay.
I just really hope that this portrayal of the Joker does a better job than what we saw in Batman vs Superman and Lex Luthor, because that was disappointing.
She is hitting home runs with this.
Are you just going off of things that you've heard other people say, or these are your true, honest
I
opinions?
saw the movie and I didn't think they did a good job with Lex Luthor, and that whole movie was garbage.
And
Wow.
what about the Joker, Kaylin?
What about him?
How did he do in that movie?
He wasn't in that movie.
Oh, she fucking knew. He thought he was getting you, but she knew.
You can't get me.
Boy.
Cheap, cheap.
Yeah.
Stop that.
So you know what I love about this trailer too, and it just seems like the whole movie's gonna be this way. Even in like crowded situations, and like there's like a couple parts in like the behind the scenes, and just for like the trailer, and like when he's walking around as like full makeup and suit and whatever, he pops so much off the background, and there's such a focus on him, and it makes me want to see more of it. Because the trailer didn't give too much. Like, we know it's an origin story. Like, some of the lines he says in the trailer kind of give you that hint right off the bat. But it's like how the story's going to play out is very interesting to me to think about, because I think you're right. We're going to get aspects of the Killing Joke. I'm just curious as how they would alter that, if they're going to alter it at all. Because there's a lot of ways and there's a lot of theories about the origins of the Joker as it is.
There's two things we know. One, it's not going to be the full Killing Joke, because at the end of the day, the Killing Joke is more flashback than anything
Right.
else.
Yeah.
The origin of the Joker happens as told by the Joker in flashbacks in the comics I'm talking about. And
Right.
in the present day, he's kidnapping and doing horrible things to Barbara Gordon and Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
So we're not getting a Jim Gordon, and we're not getting the whole Batman side of the origin, because Batman doesn't exist in this universe.
Really?
So the idea is the Joker, this movie takes place in the 80s,
Right.
and Thomas Wayne is around, and he's actually running for mayor in the movie, judging by the trailers we've now
Okay.
seen. And so Bruce Wayne is still a child. We're not even born yet. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So the Joker is going to be a thing before Batman, so they can't do that Batman aspect. So they have to do something different there. I'm talking about like the theme of the comedian gone crazy. That's what they're going to just rip straight from Killing Joke, which is perfect. You should do that. The One Bad Day monologue, I feel like we're going to get a variation of that at some point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be surprised if it's in one of the trailers, just to hype people up. But you said it yourself. The trailer did not give enough away. Like, this plot could probably suck. Because DC has a tendency to suck.
That's my fucking fear for this movie, is because DC has such a horrible track record with these movies.
But at this point, I'm so fed up with DC that if I get just a decent performance out of this Joker, I'm fine with it.
I hope that this movie sets a new bar for DC, and they take that and run with it. I hope that like they do like a Marvel kind of thing, where all the movies they pump out are just going to be like great to phenomenal.
You can hope that, but I mean, they're making
That's my hope.
a lot of fucking money on their already formula.
You really
Yeah.
didn't like Wonder Woman?
I love Wonder Woman.
I think Wonder Woman is the only one. Sorry, my phone just went off.
I don't know if they picked that up.
I think Wonder Woman is the only good DC movie that has come out of like a superhero.
Not Justice League too?
No, Justice League sucked
Justice League is really
hard.
bad. I don't like
kinda
Justice League at all.
that movie.
Oh, Kaylin, you're so cute.
You had us going with the Batman v Superman take, and you were right on that. You're wrong
That
on
movie
this.
really was bad.
So is
Justice
this.
So
League-
is Justice League.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah, you do.
It's not even fun to look
That's
at.
your homework. That's your homework for this
Watch
week.
Justice League again?
Yeah. And
I'm
get the
sorry that you have to do that. I mean, you have HBO, so you don't have to pay for it. But
Yeah.
boy, is that movie bad. It doesn't matter. Either way, Aquaman went fucking perfectly. Over $1 billion.
I didn't get to see it.
Over $1 billion.
Wow. And
There-
how was it? I
never saw it.
Me
Never
either.
saw it.
I didn't even bother.
It looked terrible.
Yep.
The trailers looked so bad.
Yep.
And I just didn't care. I love James Wan, the guy that directed. I love James Wan. I love everything he's
And
done.
Jason Momoa is like,
Yeah, Jason Momoa is a lot of fun to look
Yeah,
at.
he is.
But
Hey, I think he's just fun.
he seemed like a fun dude. But in Justice League, he's terrible.
Yeah, he's
Everyone's
really bad.
terrible in that movie.
Yeah, everyone.
So,
Not one person got out unscathed.
Yeah, so-
except maybe Wonder Woman, but I don't
even
know.
Wonder Woman is bland in that movie. They don't use her for anything.
Exactly.
So
I feel like she wasn't in it enough to be bad.
to answer your question, Kaylin, Wonder Woman is easily my favorite out of
Yeah.
all the DC movies that have come out.
Yeah.
This in the DC EU, Wonder Woman stands head and shoulders above all the other ones.
Yep.
Joker is not a part of the universe, though.
Yeah.
It's an entirely. They're saying from Aquaman on now, anything goes. Any movie can be a part of any universe, and anything you can just
Wow.
do whatever you want now. They don't want to make the interconnected tissue anymore.
So that's one thing I didn't know. Going back to what we know about the movie is that the whole Batman thing isn't in the universe. I mean, I would assume that he's going to be a part of it later. But I was actually thinking of asking you, like, what's your hope? What's one hope you have for this movie? And one of my hopes was, I hope they don't mention Batman until the end, if anything, because I would like to have more of the focus be just on the Joker, because I feel like a lot of the DC universe, including the Joker, there's a big push for Batman because he's the hero.
Well, the Batman's gonna get his movie.
Yeah,
I just told you Batman's not gonna be in Joker,
yeah.
so you're not even gonna get a reference.
That's what I was saying. That was
Yeah.
my one hope for this
Yeah,
movie.
so you don't even have to worry about it now.
Yeah,
so you're good.
That's great. So
Yeah.
what would be your one hope?
Although I could be wrong, and they could
Don't fuck with me here.
they could shittily shoehorn some weird bat origin with the child.
I really hope they don't do that shit.
I
really hope they don't.
I also really don't hope that Joker kills Thomas and Martha.
Oh, that would piss
I really
me
don't. I
off.
really don't want it to happen. I feel like it will, because
If they do that to pay homage to the Tim Burton one,
I think they're gonna do that.
I really hope they don't.
I think
I
that's-
really hope they don't.
Well, get ready for
That
it.
would piss me
I
off.
feel like that's where they're headed. I think that's where they're headed because I think they're gonna paint Thomas Wayne as more of a villain. Because Joker's going to be our protagonist in this movie.
Yes.
We're going to follow Joker.
Which will be interesting. I
It's
kind of
gonna be-
like that.
It's going to be a good different take on Thomas Wayne, but it's going to lead to Joker
Yeah.
killing his parents. And
I
that's
hope
going to
not,
set up
though.
the revenge plot of whatever that universe is.
My other one hope, just as you're
Bless
saying this,
you.
is if they're going to play off of this whole thing, like, I mean, it's going to be a totally new universe, and I get that, but I hope there's not, like, this weird dynamic where the Joker has some type of son, and he dies, and it sets up, like, another Joker somehow.
Oh, that would be weird too.
Yeah. I don't know. That, for some reason, that popped in my head, and I think that would be fucking terrible.
So you saw the trailer, right? You watched it?
Yeah.
You saw him taking care of his mom in
Yeah.
the trailer. Here's my hope. You asked me, here's my hope. And I thought
is your
about
one hope?
I thought about this earlier today. Well, until I see more.
Yeah.
I hope that throughout this movie, he's taking care of this old, fragile old woman, and he is loving for her and caring for her, and by the end of the movie, you find out they are not related in any way, and he's just some fucking psycho that broke into this lady's apartment and started taking care of her. And we don't know anything about him by the end of the movie. Like, if I wrote this movie, this is how I laid it out in my head. You set up the whole movie. This guy is just, he was raised by this old woman. His whole life he was nurtured and cared for. And her deteriorating health drove him into insanity. I feel like that's where they're going to do. But I thought in my head, what if he's there from the start to the finish of the movie, and then by the end of the movie, maybe he kills her, maybe she just dies, and he goes crazier. But you find out they're in no relation, and no one really knows, because there's the name going around for this guy is Arthur Fleck.
Okay.
I'm going to say that's not his name. It's just going to be a name he uses.
You're right.
And by the end of the movie, he's going to have, like, no prince, nothing. And we're going to get a real, not origin story, but the Joker has come to Gotham. And we don't know anything about this guy except for the fact that he's come to Gotham.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
That was a really big reaction out of nowhere.
It was kind of unfitting, but I
Yeah.
was so proud of what I thought of that I'll take it.
That's very warped, which is interesting, but it's very warped for my taste.
I would love it. I would love every second
Well,
of it.
yeah, because you just
Well, I'm saying as a pure diehard Joker fan,
yeah.
and I love the aspect that no one knows anything about the Joker. I
too.
don't like the idea that he has an origin. I like the fact that he just is. The Joker just is what he is.
He's not a human. He's
Exactly.
just a thing.
He's an idea. He's chaos. And that would make that movie that much better as a comic book fan, in my
I
opinion.
think he's like Jesus, kind of.
I don't know if that's correct.
No. But I would like to see that movie give an origin story, but not like a full on origin story. Like give so much personal, intimate details. I would like there to still be a lot of mystery to this character by the end of the movie that could set up for you to learn even more. Whether they would touch on that or not for like a Joker 2. If they didn't touch on it, that'd be totally fine with me. But I would still like, at the end of the movie, to still feel like there's more mystery and more to know, and I don't know enough about him. Because I agree with you. I like the fact that he has no identity besides the Joker.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how they should end it.
Yeah.
They should end it where... Go ahead, Kaylin, before I finish what I'm saying.
No, you finish first.
Okay. They should end it with the Joker gets away or whatever. The cops are chasing him and he finds a way to get away. Or they put him in prison. They're running their background checks and they go to what will be his apartment throughout the movie. And they go, I don't know. They're going through, I would imagine, what would be a dead body in the end.
Ooh,
And they're
dead
like,
body.
well, the old lady. And they're going around and like, well, there's no relation to them. We don't know why he's been with her for all this time. And that would be like the moment of the end of that movie where everyone goes, oh, he's just fucking crazy. So we don't know who he really is. We don't know.
It's like
why he
forcefully
is.
taking care of this old
Exactly.
woman.
Just because he's the fucking Joker, because he's insane. So that's what I'm...
That'd be kind of weird, though. Like, what
would make you think that the Joker wouldn't do something insane like that, though?
Because, like, what is he getting out of it?
Joy, because he's crazy.
It's too warped for me.
Oh, well,
It's too
the
warped.
Joker's not warped enough.
I guess. I don't know.
That was
Yes,
a-
Kaylin.
Solid high five to Kaylin's raised hand.
I think it's time for a suggestion of the week.
No, it's too late for that. It's time. We can do quick ones. Quick
Yeah.
one, we're not going to explain it. Go ahead.
Wash your face every night.
Oh, these fucking lame ones. Go ahead, Rob.
What a
Wow.
dick.
What a dick.
Suggestion of the week. Don't be a fucking dick.
It was like a bully move. First she's
Wow.
shitting on teachers, and now she's bullying you.
She's making fun of my speech impediment. What the fuck?
Nobody notices, Rob. Don't worry.
Drama. Anyway, Zach.
Do you have a real one, or?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob. We're here for you.
My suggestion of the week would be to tip your waiter or waitress.
Fucking A. Wear a condom, guys. That's my suggestion of the week. That's the real suggestion
That's
of
a
the week.
good one.
Now it's time. We're going to end this the right way with Avengers 4 speculation. Because we just got a new trailer, but none of us watched it because fuck that. I don't want any more spoilers.
Same.
So,
Same.
nothing to do with the trailer we just saw, so we don't know what that showed. So, we're still going off of nothing. Kaylin, we'll go to you last. Rob?
My speculation is that the last shot of the movie is going to include an Avenger, and that Avenger is going to be Tony Stark. It's the last Avenger we're going to see throughout the whole movie.
Ooh, but is he alive or dead? Ah, that's the question.
Well, you can answer that yourself, I guess, with your speculation.
And then his eyes pop open. No. My speculation for this week, my one prediction, will be that the Avengers OG,
Yeah.
the OG squad,
Yeah.
will have one more tracking shot where they circle around them like they did in the first movie.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Like
a
the,
good
the,
one.
That's a good
the
one.
hero shot,
Yeah, it's a good one.
the
I like
famous
those
hero
shots.
shot in the
I like
Avengers.
those shots.
Well, it started in that first Avengers movie.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
think it's
do it
great.
again.
It's good formula.
One last time.
I hope so.
My speculation is
Dun,
that
dun, dun, dun. Go ahead.
Wait. Okay, now go.
the Hulk is gonna Hulk smash something he's not supposed to.
Oh,
Interesting.
I like that take.
I have
that
really
take.
good Avengers 4 speculations. You always like mine.
Okay.
I don't remember
Let me
what
take
you also
over. I'll
said,
pat
so.
your back for you, Kaylin. Okay.
Modesty is definitely not the name of the game here.
Suggestion of the week: be modest.
Where we did
It
those.
doesn't
though.
count.
We passed those already.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay.
No, we don't do criminal calls.
It's been a hearty topic for you,
Cardi
Rob.
topic.
Kayla just had a stroke.
Oh, God, holy topic. How's it feel? Yeah.
I would
That
have.
was funny though, wasn't it?
Tell me it was funny. I'm funny, right?
Comment below.
Oh my god.
For an intern.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit.
Still not
Jeez.
getting paid.
Damn.
I think, Kaylin, I
feel
think
like you're being classist.
I
right
think
now.
your internship ends in like 4 weeks. We have to figure out what to do with you.
Are you gonna promote me?
We'll figure out in 4 weeks, guys. Countdown starts now. The fate of Kaylin's career in the Pack of Wolves will be decided.
Comment below if you want to hear more of Bleakly.
So 1 month from now, what's 1 month? What's 1 month from now, guys?
Today's the
quick.
4th.
Today's
Yeah,
the
so
4th.
May 4th?
1,
How that
2,
works?
3, 4. It would be May 2nd.
Okay.
So May 2nd, in 4 weeks, we're gonna have the trial of Kaylin.
I like that title.
We're gonna
I'm
have.
gonna blow you up like Cersei did.
Oh, you're gonna have to be here though.
See, if you said
This
that
is-
on podcast 69, that meaning would be way different.
Really inappropriate if you
Yeah.
think about it. Save it for that. So,
I've been robbed.
yeah, that whole last 30 seconds was just bullshit because
Yeah.
I wanted to get you to an hour.
Oh, we did
We
it!
made it to an
We
hour.
fucking did it! Oh shit!
I'm Zach.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kaylin.
Okay, bye.